Hello students, welcome to another video of childhood tutorial. This is class 10 science for SEBA and CBSE students. This is the part 2 of multiple choice questions. In the last part we have given 50 questions. If you have not seen, you go to the link below and search for the first part. Let us start our second part. This part will start from 51 to 100, and the third part you will get the another 100 MCQ. So let's start. First question. Which of the following element is not included in group 1 in the periodic table? Here we know that radon is an inactive gas, that is group 18 element, and others belong to group 1. So our correct option is radon. The origin of new species from a pre-existing species is known as speciation. A ray of light is incident through the center of curvature of spherical mirror. The reflected ray will. This will reflect back along the same path. Main element of cooking gas is butane. The prime element of biogas is methane. Who is known as father of genetics? Gregor Johann Mendel. What is the lowest velocity of wind to produce energy by windmill? Is 15 km per hour. Which one is called a universal indicator for recognizing acid and base? It is litmus. The upward and downward growth of the shoot and roots is respectively, it's called geotropism because root goes towards gravity and shoot goes away from the gravity. Which of the following converts sunlight directly into electrical energy? Is solar cell. When tall pea plants are crossed with dwarf pea plants, the first generation plants will be all tall plants. These are both pure and hybrid. The change in focal length of an eye lens is caused by the action of ciliary muscles. In the periodic table of the element, in group from up to bottom, atomic radius gradually increases as number of shells increase. In the modern periodic table, the number of period and groups are period 7 and group 18. The part of the brain that controls the posture and equilibrium of the body is cerebellum. What is the following is a respiratory pigment? This is hemoglobin. Which one of the following is an organic fuel? This is biogas. In human digestive system, bile is secreted by liver. The size of the pupil of the eye is adjusted by iris. Spinal cord originates from medulla. If pure tall pea plants are allowed to crossbreed with pure dwarf pea plants, then the ratio of the offspring in F2 generation will be 3:1. 3 tall and 1 dwarf. Where should an object be placed in front of a convex lens to get a real image of the size of the object? Equal size object we get when object is placed at the center of curvature. Option B. Emulsification of fat molecule is carried out by bile salts. The substance formed when silver chloride pressed in sunlight, silver and chlorine. Which one of the following represents monohybrid cross? 3:1. The movement of pollen grain towards the ovary is due to chemotropism. Which one is not the source of biomass? This is nuclear energy. How many pairs of chromosomes are there in human body? There is 46 or 23 pair. Antibody formed in our body is protein. Which of the following is not a metalloid? We know that metalloids, silicon, boron, arsenic, these are metalloids. So gallium is not a metalloid. Which of the following is the largest endocrine gland? It is pancreas. Which of the following is not the correct statement about the trend of going from left to right across the period of the periodic table. The elements become less metallic, is true. The number of valence electron increases, true. The atoms lose their valence electron more easily, is not true. Metal compound A reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce effervescence. The gas evolved extinguishes burning candle. If one compound form is calcium chloride, then other compounds are, since it extinguishes a burning candle, is carbon dioxide and other is water. An element reacts with oxygen to give a compound of high melting point. The compound is also soluble in water. The element is likely to be calcium. The substance that is reduced in the reaction. Here zinc oxide is reduced, that is, it has lost oxygen. What will be produced when zinc is added to dilute sulfuric acid? Hydrogen gas is produced. When iron nails are kept in copper sulfate solution for 2 or 3 hours, then taken out and washed, the color of iron nail will be brown, because iron is depressed copper from its solution and copper layer will be formed on the iron nail. CaCO3 heated, calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. It is an example of decomposition reaction because calcium carbonate decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. What is observed when potassium is added to sodium chloride? Potassium displaces sodium. For the reaction ZnO plus C, Zn plus CO, which is correct? Zinc reduces to zinc oxide. Zinc oxide reduces to zinc. Yes, zinc oxide reduces to zinc is the correct answer. Sodium sulfate plus barium chloride, barium sulfate plus sodium chloride is an example of. This is an example of double displacement reaction because here sulfate and chloride, both the ions are interchanged. Lead plus copper chloride, lead chloride plus copper is an example of. This is a displacement reaction because lead is more reactive than copper, it displaces copper from its solution. Zinc plus copper sulfate, zinc sulfate plus copper, it is also a displacement reaction. We know that zinc is more reactive than copper, therefore it displaces copper from its solution. What happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to iron fillings? Hydrogen gas and iron chloride is formed. A solution of a substance X is used for whitewashing. The substance X is this calcium oxide. The solution calcium hydroxide is used for whitewashing. When FeSO4 is strongly heated, which one of the following compound is not produced? Here sulfur dioxide, and ferric oxide is produced, but sulfate is not produced. A solution reacts with crushed egg cells to give a gas that turns lime water milky. The solution contains hydrochloric acid. How does atomic radius change as you go from left to right in a period? In the periodic table, it will decrease. An element X forms a chloride with formula XCl2, which is solid with high melting point. X would most likely to be in the same group of the periodic table as, since the formula is XCl2, that is valency of X is 2, it belongs to group 2. Here sodium, aluminium and silicon are not, they do not belong to group 2. Therefore, our correct option is magnesium. Which of the following forms Doberzelius triads? Here lithium, sodium, potassium forms Doberzelius triad because if we add the atomic mass of lithium and potassium and find the average, we'll get the atomic mass of sodium. Dear students, these were the another 50 MCQ of your science. If you like the video, then you subscribe the channel and also share to your friends and others who find it useful. In the next video, you'll get another 100 MCQ which are most probable to come in the examination.